What
Yeah.
happened to you before the war?
Princess.
Fuck you. Was basically the infantry, got shot, and they was pretty much dead. So I was used for the heavy cyborg program. And when
And did you work for? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and when I woke up, I thought I was in a video game.
Okay. Now,
I guess you fucking roll down and
the problem reason you think you're in a video game is because the guy who worked on you during the heavy cyborg program before the bombs fell, maybe a little bit after, doing your maintenance, was none other than Captain Nintendo, the Game Master.
Well, nice.
Now, his whole junker thing is all his things look like gaming peripherals.
Okay.
Like, his bolt power comes out of Nintendo Zapper. His, super speed, he, takes out a D-pad and double taps so he runs real fast, shit like that.
Right.
So he's like that one TV show from the 80s, but this is a grown man, and the junker's like, yeah, my name's Kevin King, so I figured if you don't screw it, I'll just tap into the power of Nintendo and video games, get superpowers.
Right.
And he did. Alright. So, 6 months after the Grim Harvest, there's a... Oh, can you put on your headset? Or maybe not? I keep...
So it doesn't do that until we start gaming. Okay.
So, filling the barren, lifeless ground outside the outer wall, distance of a quarter mile, is a stinking mass of tents, lean-tos, shacks, and shanties where about 4,000 people live, sustained only by a daily dole of algae from Dark Schwartz hypnotic hydroponic gardens and the water truck from the Iron Oasis. Food riots are becoming more and more common, and not a day passes that waster isn't killed over a mill rat or a supply of food can around any price. Those stuck out in the camps are typically with nothing to their names. Prostitution is common, and is organ legging and theft sports, as folk try to get by day. So, after the huge fight between all the forces, you wound up in one of the refugee camps outside of Junk with your friend Kevin Keane.
Okay.
And as you're out there, a guy came out, and a representative, Ike Taylor, was like, hey, you guys want to get inside and meet the boss?
Yeah.
We're looking for someone to do a job, and we can pay with food and stuff.
I'm ready. I'll accept.
All right. Kevin's like, yeah, sure.
Oh, you want to give us bennies and venture cards?
Oh, yeah, I gotta get doing that. So, where is the... Okay, I gotta put you into the party.
Mm-hmm.
Put the other guy into the party. Reset bennies. Reset adventure cards. Why is it not giving you bennies?
We did. We gave me bennies.
Oh, it did. Oh, I don't have the thing where it shows you bennies. Okay. Alright then, so.
Oh yeah, did you want to take a minute and go through and set up your settings on that?
No, I can deal with that later.
Okay.
It just... You're not gonna lie to me if I say I hit you. I just do a damage. You're like, yeah, sure. So they're like, yeah, man, if you take this job, we can offer you real food, not the gunk they serve in the lines, and citizenship. So, yeah, let's go meet the boss. And you go in and you meet in the town itself, not like the outskirts. And they take you in, and Ike Taylor, the guy who runs Junk Town, was like, so during the harvest, the combine burrowed in some enormous digging machines under the Rockies and tried to flank Junkyard from the north up in Logan.
Okay.
Fortunately, we were alerted to this in time to react by the Sky Pirates, dropped a bomb on Dark Schwartz, squirreled away on them once, and had it assembled in the open.
Okay.
After the harvest, we are a little short-handed, particularly folks who know their way around the wastes. We need you to go to the site of this tunnel and determine if they left the Hellbore tunneler there. And if so, was it damaged in the strike?
Okay.
If it's there, we need to know, and just in case those asshats in Denver get any more great ideas.
Right on.
And he takes out a palm quarter and he hands it to you and goes, here's a palm quarter complete with a map to where you need to go. Once there, use it to record the areas as well as get some interior shots of the tunneler. Bring us back this is proof, and citizenship is all yours.
Okay.
Now, you are allowed to negotiate for more money. If you make a persuasion check with a cooperative roll, each success and raise will get you $50. But this is one check for everybody. Do you want to go for that?
Yeah.
Failing, there is no downside.
Okay. Yeah, I failed too.
Okay, I'm going to have our boy be the lead roller, Captain N, because I guess he's the only one with persuasion. And Kevin's going to be like, I need the Riz. And Panda, yes, I'm usually better at this, but, I only got one person to work off here. Did he leave? Oh, yeah. I can't hear me now.
Yeah, I'm on the thing.
Explosive power.
Nice.
So he got success in 2 raises, so you each get $100. Now, they don't have money. They have, like, doodads and trade goods
Mm-hmm.
that you just exchange like money. So they call them widgets in Denver and junk and whatnot. So you got 100 widgets.
Okay.
And he's like, all right. And he's like, well, you can't take more than a day or 2 to prep, but if you don't need to prep, you can just get out of here.
Okay.
All right. And as you're going, you're consulting the palm quarter. You're walking out with 2 weeks worth of food, but because you're a fucking combat cyborg with a machine gun mounted on your shoulder, nobody bothers you. They look at you like, oh, I'm hungry. Go away. I don't want to fight that guy. No. And he goes, well, your chariot awaits.
Hey, is the gate open? You make sure the gate's open. Mike's here. Mikey.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I guess, Taylor, lock it.
Wait till you get back.
I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead. He's gonna grab it.
Okay. And so when you get outside, you see the Blue Beetle, a Beetle Volkswagen from the Dresden Files. Well, it looks almost identical. It looks like you're the driver, so you can pile up and get in there. And he's like, well, I got a full tank of spook juice, so I can only go about a couple 100 miles before the tank runs out. We find Ghost Rock. We need to, so I can, get more spook juice for us.
Okay.
Now, Logan Desiree is about 85 miles to the north. And if you don't have a car, you need to use LPC, letter personnel carriers, which is shoes. But it'll take 4 days walking, but because you're driving, you can roll me a driving check, and each success will cut the dead time in half.
I also do have survival now because I got that extra rearrange that edge. You want to do that or driving? I don't have any more.
What?
Do you want?
You have survival?
Yeah. Yeah. You want me to do that instead, or you want me to do driving?
Survival is more useful. I'll just pretend Kevin has a D4 in driving and roll that, and we'll cheese it.
Oh, I have driving too, but yeah, it's 5.
Okay, so you got a 5. Oh, you have a D6 in driving and survival? Okay, whatever. Um, so you succeed. Now you're gonna have to give me a survival check and see if there's any storms.
Okay. I'm gonna bang that. Ah, 2.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything's going along great, and here comes the random encounter just to keep everyone on their toes. Give me a what the hell is that? Freaking opera's trying to open. I don't want you. Get out of here. Okay, and we're gonna do an impromptu encounter. Just have everyone fight for no good reason. We're going to put you in combat tracker and Captain N in the combat tracker. And where's the Raiders? Okay, so you're driving along and a bunch of Raiders pop up, and now I have to get out a map. Oh. You gotta be kidding me. I don't have any map. Okay, that's just annoying. Necron,
Yeah.
it looks like. Do you want to just skip this encounter because I don't have any fucking maps?
Give me 1 second here. I got your map. Here you go. Yeah. Hey, fucker. What? Oh wow. Holy shit.
What?
All right, that's interesting. Um, 1 second. Uh, copy image as. Um, damn it. I can't do a link here or nothing. Hold on a second. Can I do a link? Damn it. All right. I got a map. One
Okay, I
second.
think I can boot up the map module I have in my activation, right?
I got a map, but it's like 10 megabytes. Give me 1 second. I'll bring it down.
guy with a fucking sombrero, little shooter like Jose fucking Cuervo.
Okay, I loaded up the FG battle maps, and I'll click images. I need more maps.
What the? Ah, here he is. Finally. All right. There you go. Sorry about that. I had to break it down ping. How about that? Does that map work?
Where is it? Where'd you post it?
In the Helen Ruff channel.
Okay, I can take that, and I just have to save image. And after saving it, go to images. Yeah, you're right. This is clunky. Okay, and after that, add image. Good. And now we just go to okay, we had to stop due to the roadblock. And I'm not going to put the car on the board. I'm going to hit share. Can you see?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead and give me a notice check to see if they get the drop round.
Okay.
And I'll have our boy Chapin.
4.
Seven. And just open the damn. No, not that. Let me open the sheet. Okay, I'm just gonna roll a fucking d6 for stealth. Oh shit. 9. So they actually beat both your notices.
Yeah, they did.
So they have the drop and they attack. We'll put that guy on hold. How do I put him on hold?
Click the card. Well, you have to like deal first, I think.
I just, I'm just gonna, toggle hold. There we go. Toggle hold. Toggle hold. And we go to round. Okay. And reveal all. Alright, so Fantasy Ground's super generic. They'll just put down offers for things instead of like the actual token.
Right on.
So Raider comes out. And they didn't give me a weapon. What kind of bullshit is that?
different than Battlefield. But then, I mean, Battlefield would be like if your sniper bullet drop grabs you, you have to factor that in. Yeah. So if it just had the caliber, I'd sit there and pick people off all day. They get so mad. There's some guy, like some 30-year-old guy that hunted down a 10-year-old kid who kept taking him out and found him in real life and killed him. I'm like, this is actually more serious. Escalation.
Okay, so
You know,
he targets you,
don't like to carry.
and he just lets her rip with his 50 cal saw. That's a 4, and that's a wound. You want to soak?
He missed. I got shield.
Hmm?
I got shield.
Where the fuck did you get a shield?
Oh
That's
boy.
not available in the game. They don't have those.
They don't.
I mean, you might be able to get a riot shield if you scavenge
Yeah.
off the police, but
Yeah, that's why I got the right shield.
yeah, but the saw just punches through. We just gotta shoot through it. I mean, okay, let's say you have cover. He rolled a 4, so
Okay.
you have the shield just equipped
Yeah,
when
I
you're
have
getting out. Or,
yeah.
oh, he hit you with the drop, so that 4 is an 8.
Okay
So it's
then.
still a hit.
Okay. The right shield, it does not show it here like it's supposed to, but it's supposed
You
to
might
take.
have to get it. Okay, get it from the core book
I
and
did.
equip that because the one in the Deadlands book might work price.
Okay, let me
I was up there pretty high. Went to service chamber.
okay. Uh, yeah, let me grab that from there. Where's my character? Open. Grab the other one. Inventory. Alright, delete. And I'll grab the one from Savage Worlds.
Okay, the second raider takes a shot. With that, he misses because the guy has dodge. Third raider will take a shot at you. A 4 plus 2 is an 8. So you soak that. The second guy landed a hit. Not a raise, mind you. Even with the plus 4, he just got. Now these guys are shooting rifles, but the SA did 50 cal everything for all their guns. And that's an 11. But that don't even bother you, does it?
No.
And the last guy will take a shot at your sidekick and doesn't do jack. It is now your turn.
Okay.
She had like no inner sensor. She said none of the things, but
Let's see here. I think I'm gonna hit this guy, and then I'm gonna duck behind cover after that. Alright, so
Okay, let's take the
control.
lock off.
Oh, okay. There it goes. Now it showed me the thing. It was a raise.
Yeah.
Okay, did that roll? Okay, control. 10. Okay, it did. Cool.
Yeah, that guy's in cap. You made him paste. You just go ahead and describe how you turned him inside out.
Just come up with the both sides, just zip right down the middle, and then I.
Okay, and is that your 4 pace, or did you increase it?
That's only like 2.
Okay. So you take him behind the thing, because this thing, if you duck down, will give you full cover. They'll have to come around to shoot you.
Hey. Yeah.
The shipping container. Okay. Captain N takes partial cover over here, so he gets like medium, and we'll go down over here, and he's going to target that guy, and he's going to use his powers.
Yep. Damn it. Should not have done that.
And that guy just got hit with a laser from the Nintendo Zapper and is just out of it. And then that's his turn. And top of the round. Oh, I have to toggle hold off on these guys. There we go. And oh shit, you will get a Benny, and what's it? And Captain N gets a Benny.
Oh, right on.
So feeling froggy, he just untargets this raider, comes up to here, takes out his thing, and just goes, yeah! Master Blaster runs Bartertown! And that guy's gone. Now we go to next person. That raider's dead. So we skip to the next one. I'll hit delete, get him out of there. And one raider's left, and he's like, fucking shit, man. Fucking shit. And he just starts trying to book it. Now remember, you have no surrender, so you have to kill this guy.
Okay.
Wow! He runs up to there. He turns and takes a shot at Captain N because he can't see you. It's not your turn yet.
Yeah.
His turn. And he's gonna go. Actually, he's not even gonna try to turn. He's just gonna try to Tokyo Shuffle out of here. Let's see if he can get another D6. And he gets a 6, so he's actually 12 squares away. I can't make the map bigger,
Yeah, no
but
problem.
we're gonna put him like over this way so you can see that he's 12 squares away. That should be able to let you get your range on. Let's go to your guy, Camilla. Okay, you did get him. He's within your short, and oh, that's McGathy. Okay, now are you doing a full burst?
Yeah.
Well, you killed him, but I do got some bad news for you.
Yeah.
Apply. On that last one, hit with a raise. Did you roll damage?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're just gonna move on. I guess it stopped doing damage because he's dead. And we're gonna hit next round. And this guy's deleted. You have 1 combat. Alright. How much bullets did you start with, Necron?
I think it starts with 100.
No.
Yeah.
You have
saw.
not the Browning, you have the
saw.
SA machine gun.
Yeah.
The South American saw. Let's go take a look at that. Hell on Earth Reloaded. Could you start with 1 clip unless you buy extra bullets?
Yeah, 100.
100. And according to the core rules, what's the rate of fire thing for 3?
10. 10 bullets.
What page is that on? I thought it was marked.
What, I'm just looking at the thing inside the,
No, you can't trust that. You gotta go to the core book. Yeah.
yes. Oh, hell, this one says 200. Okay.
Rate of fire, 93 for details. They make me really search for that rate of fire chart.
Oh, it's 10. I know
Okay,
it's
at
10.
3, you spent 10 bullets.
Mm-hmm. I realize I probably shouldn't, but yeah, I did.
Okay, now, the good news is these guys were all using 50 cal rifle bullets and a machine gun bullet, so you can recover that. We're gonna do our first scavenging roll. But before that, what page is your damn gun on in the Hell on Earth book? I gotta check that. Gear notes, weapons. Okay, you have the machine gun, which is, it holds 60. The NA saw holds 100. The SA saw, because it's a 50 cal, only holds 60 bullets.
Not according to
But
the
they do
book. The
duty.
book says 100 for the South American or the South one.
Yeah, well, that's because the thing that they did the programming is wrong. Everything in Fantasy Grounds is so fucking
I
wrong.
know
I
this is
hate
from
to
the
say
book. I'm
this.
looking at the book right here.
I'm looking at the heavy machine gun book in the core book, page 53, SA saw .50. It is 60 bullets. The one above it, NA saw .556, is 100 bullets. You got dyslexia? Are they mixing them up for you?
No, I'll show you what I got right here. There. Paste it in the Discord.
Yeah, it says 60.
No, don't.
And, oh, those are words. Those are words. You're supposed to. Alright, well. Because mine's the complete opposite. It says everything that yours says, but it has the 37 and the 160 separate.
Yeah, the North American one says 60, and the bottom one says
Yeah, in my book, the North American one says 100, and the bottom one says 60 because they're bigger bullets.
ah.
That's why they got the lower rate of fire. You know, screw it. I'll just fucking go with 100. It doesn't bother me. But the point is, you only have 100 bullets. You spent 10.
Right, yeah.
And how many shots did you fire besides that? Did you only do one burst so far?
I only did do one burst.
Okay, now these guys roll me 2d6.
Oh, okay. 2d6. Eight.
Okay, before we even get into scavenging, you find 8 50 caliber saw bullets that match your gun, because their guns are the assault rifle, which is the SA rifle that does the same caliber bullet for your machine gun.
Okay, so put them back to 98.
But they only fired one shot around at you because they're almost empty on everything. So you got 4, if you want to carry it, SA assault rifles. You could probably sell for a decent chump change when you get back somewhere. But you need to look it around. And now you can roll notice. Now this will have a large penalty because instead of being like a settlement, it's just a group of guys for scrounging.
Okay.
And this will only take a couple minutes to search.
Yeah.
And my guy will also roll this, and I'll apply the penalty because I gotta find where the damn chart is. Scrounging. Oh, they make everything. I hate how they put everything in separate parts.
Yeah.
Because they have like the player section at the front and then the GM section at the back to tell you what happens when they roll. Okay, scavenging. Because we're going off a gang of corpses, it's -2. It'll take 1d6 minutes. And they've never been touched before, so that would be a 0. So notice -2, and I'll roll notice -2. And what'd you get? Do you want me to take the 7 from earlier?
I go. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and don't blow your bennies on this because you're gonna get a better scavenging table later.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have big boy roll. Four. Now you find 2d6 worth of widgets you can sell. Nothing special behind that. And give me a d6. And you find 5 components.
Okay.
These are the mystical components that you need to repair yourself with. It's not literally on the guides, it's among all the shit they had here. And Keen found 2. He's like, okay, cool. Well, I don't got any spook juice, but we can continue onwards, eh?
Okay.
And I'll close this map. And we will go forward to another day of travel. Give me. Actually, no, you pretty much just roll up there. I gotta roll up to the next thing. Do you go down old route D15? You did defeat a thing of raiders. The posse arrives at the turnoff from the highway towards Logan. You can see a blasted area where the MOB, its official name is Massive Ordnance Airburst Bomb,
Mhm.
but other people call it Mother of All Bombs. And this basically throws a large amount of fuel into a surrounding atmosphere and ignites it. So it makes a longer lasting explosion than a regular bomb. Without the thing of a nuke blasting around. The valley caused explosive force to be reflected back on itself, making devastation even greater. The blast swept through it. There's wreckage of combine vehicles and equipment is scattered through the blast radius, but there's little left of value in debris. While functional gear remains, carries a combine recognition chip. Anyone who tries to steal something will have it blow up on them with a 3d6 burst template. That's how the combine rolls.
Wow.
If you pick up anything from a black hat and you don't have one of those chips on you,
Gotcha.
their gear just explodes. The rifles and the vehicles. The ammo, not so much, but yeah. So once you get down the valley, just give me a notice roll.
Bah. 2.
Okay. I might have to have my boy do a notice roll. Give me a notice roll, Captain N, Kevin the Game Master. 6. So he points out that, yo, over there's the tunnel we need to go check out.
Alright.
Now, before you go on the tunnel, you do see a library. You know about librarians, which are in like the next state over, but they're an order of bookkeepers that want to preserve the world's knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come out, find books, bring it back, and there are libraries in training or so on that will help out different towns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically the book nerds that keep information alive.
Right.
But you see a library, which is an official librarian outpost that probably, before the place was bombed, probably had like a librarian in training or a librarian there handling the books. Now, do you want to try sacking anything here, or do you want to go straight to the tunnel?
We can just scrounge around here, see if we can find anything. Might as well.
And I will need another battle map. Alright, I got a battle map. I just have to take 10 minutes to set this up. They do not like off the cuff on Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, they do not.
Okay, so the problem I have is the NPCs have variable weaponry, so they just say give them whatever weapons you think they'd be carrying. Which means none of the NPCs I put on the map have actual weapons. I have to go to inventory, unlock it, and put one on there.
There's a whole bunch of
So-
Ruin City town battle maps on Pinterest I just sent you.
Okay, but I'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But so this is one of the things I'm kind of doing on the side. I'm not an official Fantasy Grounds guy. I'm an associate, which means I help out here and there, and they might throw me a couple dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But officially, Fantasy Grounds only has one Savage Worlds guy. Everyone else is volunteers.
Mm.
And I'm trying to test out the different macros and shit in Hell on Earth because they just kind of copy pasted it in, slapped it down, and moved on.
Mm.
But that was an Explorer edition too, so yeah, I have to sit here and finagle it. Part of me thinks this might be easier to run on just Foundry.
Mm.
But I don't want to do that because you just spent like fucking $35 on it.
It's alright, man.
Alright. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, the maps. And you sent me Pinterest maps, and it's in Japanese. Is this a real site or is it sketchy?
No, it's real Pinterest.
I swear, if you get me to, buy that Asian girl again, I'll be pissed. These are all. Oh, fuck you. As soon as I said that, I see fucking the one girl from Street Fighter, Jirai, half naked, showing me her feet.
Mine just shows battle maps. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell this thing to search Pinterest next time.
I mean, oh my god, that's so true. Me at 17, no one can tell me what to do. Me now.
What?
Someone please tell me what to do.
Mm.
Alright, it's home so hard. When I was 17, I thought I knew everything. When I was 27, I wanted a fucking adult to help me. Okay, back to the Pinterest. Yeah, these are all fantasy city battle maps. I mean, there's literally an egg card.
Well, there's
Alright,
a whole bunch of
I'm gonna close that. Okay, the downside of using those maps is I have to upload them into Fantasy Grounds and then use them. That'll take like 10 minutes. I do have a Fantasy Ground thing I just got in here. I can just start right now. Battle Map 1. Yes, you'll know all about this from your adventures in, whatchamacallit. Oh, look, a desert map actually went in. No, that's the same one. I can't use that. So let's do this. Okay, now this is supposed to be building on each side, and you're going down a street, but I don't have a street, so screw it. They're going to pretend you got jumped in the woods on the way there.
Okay.
Cut through the park, and you're like, whoa! And we go, you go on here, and you go on here, and I assume you get out of the car before trying to search for things.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, give me a notice check to see if you can see the pending ambush.
5.
Now, you have, what, sense magic?
Yeah, I can see magic and stuff, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this is how it works, but you do see some magic residuals behind some of the bushes, like a Walking Dead or a Harold is getting ready to jump you.
Oh, okay.
And Captain, let's see if you see anything. And because of this, I'm gonna roll his notice 7. Okay, they're not gonna get the drop this time because you got that thing that lets you see magic. So
Alright.
I might have to go down here. No, that's not what I want. Walking Dead. Walking Dead. Walking Dead. Walking Dead. I'll put in like 6. And there is a Herald wildcard for her, but I don't have her stats because she's not in here, so I'm just gonna have to use a different one and bullshit my way through. Yeah, I'm put down the Night Haunt to like be the placeholder for this chick. Okay. So, putting them on the board. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to Joel. And deal. Oh, great, they got the Benny. Okay, so since you see they're dead, the Walking Dead come out, and they're filled with lesser mononos, and they're being led by a librarian. Now, these guys have janky weapons like garden hose and maybe a police revolver,
Mm-hmm.
but they are implacable when they go, the lackeys of fucking junkyard sent their lapdogs to greet us.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to kill you for having our houses bombed and making us the Walking Dead. We didn't get Glenn. We got fucking that Rick. And this fucking dad jokes. Ah! And the guy who said that, The Walking Dead, is Carl. He's the angriest man you ever met. The grown-up version, but yeah. So yeah, that's what you got dealing with. And one of them is an actual hero librarian, and she was gonna make a speech, but Carl already did, so she just kind of like use her librarian powers to hide behind cover and take pot shots at you.
Is there a different map? Because I've not seen anything.
And here is the map, baby. Can you see it now?
Yep.
And you're in the middle of the forest because I don't have the thing. But
That's
hey.
cool.
And that took off token movement. Okay. So this guy goes first, and he got a Benny. He's just gonna run up and, well, he's gonna kill your boy. Two, and he's gonna spend his Benny on that. And just re-roll that, and we're gonna go. Oh damn, that's pathetic. And yeah, so we got a Benny. He went up to go, Garukin! And Captain goes, I know that moving things. And now it's Captain N's turn. And he's toe to toe with this guy, and he's like, you fiend, I shall defeat you. And Captain N takes out a bowie that's almost comically large for him and just shanks him because they're in melee. And that don't really do anything, but hey. And he can't really move, so next turn. And the next guy looks at you and just runs up. Yeah. And okay, Carmelo. Give me your stats. Why you keep hiding them? I don't seem off, do I?
No.
Okay. Apparently that guy's better fighter than Carl. Is that a hit?
It is a hit.
Okay, and he scratches you with his nails that look like claws now. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but hey.
Nope.
Okay, and now for the Night Haunt. Instead of being an actual Night Haunt, I have to check what she can do because she has stats in the PDF.
Okay.
Let's see. Daryl Bright. Well, shit. She has Nerves of Steel, Spook, Librarian, and Scholar. So she spends an action to invoke a fear check on you. Now, this is at -2 because the fear level of the world.
Okay.
And it's gonna hit you and Captain N. You both just make straight spirit checks. And if you fail, then you're shaken. If you fail critically, you roll on the horror table.
4.
That's with the -2?
Oh, no, it's not with the -2. Here, hold on.
Because the background is scary because you're in a deadland, kind of.
Sorry,
So
I thought you said straight 1. All right, -2. I'll have to do Benny.
okay, and
There we go. 6 with the -2.
Okay, so this librarian who's undead goes, "Fear me,"
No.
and they're like, "No, no, go home." And let's see if Captain N is scared, because man, he's a living, breathing person. He's not like an undead monstrosity like you. No offense. I'll put the -2 on here. Oh no, man, he thought he was coming on to her. Goes, "Hey, baby," and he's like, and she cringes. Instant rejection for Captain N. But yeah. So that didn't go as planned, so she's gonna flee behind this tree and try to get some cover, but yeah. Camilla, it's your turn now.
Okay. We're gonna take target. Alright, move. Why are you not? Alright, clear. Target. There we go. Alright, fucker. Did it hit? Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not wasting Benny on that.
Okay, so you hit him, and it's like,
Did no damage. That fucking sucks.
you didn't do it seriously. You're just kind of like, "Nyeh.
Yeah.
I'm not really into this. You sure you guys don't want to go home?" And they're like, "Well, we're hungry and we're supposed to eat people, but you're not people. You sure you don't want to join us and be on Team Evil?"
Hmm. Hmm. Well,
And the fucking one guy goes, "No, these are enemies of the South Alliance. You can't be on Team Evil.
nah.
They're literally trying to destroy a freaking one of the supply trucks the South Alliance own." And then your directive kicks in. "Oh, they must die." But yeah, this other Walking Dead just runs up to you, and they're supposed to have handguns, but that's not gonna do anything. So they're basically going melee because they know if they let you shoot the cannon, they're toast.
Mm-mm.
And that guy got a 1. So instead of attacking you, he just kind of gives you a hug, and everyone's uncomfortable.
Nah.
Sorry, I slipped. And so Walking Dead's like way in the corner. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he goes, "Don't worry, I got this." And he throws a fucking grenade. So I'm just gonna drop this on Captain N. Okay. Now Captain N's been hit with a raise, so he needs to. Now, where's the? How do you make medium burst templates? There's a selection mode that you say have to draw, or
Yeah, it's right click pointers, draw. Yeah, right click pointers and whichever one, and then you
okay, medium burst. Okay, right click pointers, left click medium burst, and why is it not appearing?
Yeah, click it where you want.
Okay,
Oh, click and drag.
okay, there it goes.
I was gonna say click and drag a little bit.
That's what I did wrong. Oh, it took a second for it to boot up. I went too fast. Okay, so that guy got hit. It's not hitting anybody else. And let's see if Captain N can make an agility roll to get the hell out the way. That's at -2, but yeah, he's good. So he jumps out the way. So it don't matter what the damage is, because, oh wait, there's one guy still in there. Does the Walking Dead guy get out the way? No. And he ate times 3. $13. So ouch. And okay, that guy's dead. That guy killed his own teammate. And now we're down to one more Walking Dead, and he's like, oh, target's the gangbang bonus. Got a gangbang a Catholic nun. Never thought I'd say that today. And that's still a miss. And the last Walking Dead just kind of goes up for the full Monty. We'll get the maximum gangbang bonus. And that's also a miss. And we hit next sector. Okay, new round, Walking Dead number 2. No, Necron, you gotta use your sweep attack.
I don't have a sweep attack. Wish I did.
Okay, now it's your turn.
All right. Let's see. Hit. Hit with a raise. And miss. So one hit with a raise.
What are you doing?
I'm shooting these 3 right in front of me.
You can't shoot a long arm in melee.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought because it was mounted.
No, it still counts as a long arm, so it's a machine gun.
Oh, okay. All right. Then give me 1 second.
I'm just gonna let you in-cap those guys and move on, because this is kind of dragging, but, yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just attack the one here. Click.
Just go ahead and let out the damage, because... Okay, Walking Dead 2 is incapacitated. Okay, you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, the last guy who threw the grenades is gonna run up and Superman punch, Captain N. Goes, yo, Captain N, I got something for you. And he hits him with some pogs. Ow, pogs. Sorry, this is a terrible reference. And that's a miss. Down to the next guy, Captain N. he's actually going to shoot the guy on him because he can do that because technically a power and not. Okay, first I gotta click that guy, click that guy. Okay. Because powers work in melee. Okay, that guy's shaking, and now he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hide behind a tree and sees that girl. It's like, oh, hi. You must see undead librarian we're supposed to fight. He goes, yeah, hi. Taking the coffee right back here. Okay, and here Walking Dead is like, oh, that guy's dead. Let's go take him in the turn order. And Walking Dead number 5, where's he at? Oh, he's right there. He's like, he's fighting you. He's like, Alright, Necron, get ready.
Okay.
You are being grappled. Oh, skip this turn. Instead of attacking you, he's trying to grab you on the waist and hold you and pin you down.
Okay.
And that fails. He doesn't even get a chance to do that. You're just too thick.
Yeah.
And the Night Haunt is like, yeah, this isn't working. And she just, shoots the guy, and I'm just gonna roll damage. I don't have the freaking, gun prep, so I'm just gonna roll damage on that. And, times 2, 7. So Captain N would be apply. He is freaking. She just shot him in the face with North American sidearm.
Mm.
And now we're on. Huh? Why is that one on hold?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's toggle hold, remove that. Okay, so Walking Dead has. You're in there twice. No, that's not you in there twice. The guy's targeting you. I see what it is. But one of the Walking Dead got a Benny, and he's going to wild attack. So that's +2. Does that hit?
It was a raise.
Okay, so +2 damage because it's a wild attack. Now he's automatically vulnerable. So oh god, that's pathetic. I'm not bending that damage. And let's try it again. How do you Benny damage? You put it on the drop, or
You do it over your damage die.
you know it's not working. So I'm just gonna do this, and still nothing. They can't get through your armor. And he's like, "Well, looks like I'm just gonna have to sit here and wait to die, guys." And it's like, "Yeah, sorry, Gary." And it's now your turn.
Okay. Fuck and. What? Oh, damn it! You're wrong. Hold on.
Unskilled? What? That's not right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so you hit with a raise. Alright, that guy's out. And do you want to move at all, or?
I'll move up to here so I don't invoke his thing.
I mean, if you do invoke it, he's not going to get 3 armor. I mean, he's doing strength D4, D6, and a D4 against a 14.
Alright.
Of course, as soon as I say that, it's not happening.
There's my 4.
Okay, so we're down to a total of that. And you leave, and he goes to hit you in the back, but thinks better of it. So he just kind of lets you go, and when you're not looking, I think he's going to make a break for it, because fuck. I mean, there's one thing to be attack all the living, then there's another thing to attack a fucking undead death machine that's going to tear me through. On paper, you could probably be the monstrosity here. So what would you like? Oh, you already did your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and the librarians. Shit. Alright. Fuck it. And, she's gonna roll a shooting die against the guy. 5. I'll see if her wild die does better. Okay, so that's a 10, so a hit with a raise against our boy. That would be 3d6. 11. So we put 11 damage on our boy here, Captain Ed. And now I'm gonna take one of his bennies and dump it on this wound and see if he can soak it. And he soaked it, and I hit apply, so he's better now. But he shoots that guy in the face, and he's still hiding behind this tree, trying to decide whether to run or not. Now it's Captain Ed's turn, and he does this thing where he just, well, he comes over here, and he is this guy dead or incapacitated? Let me take a close look. Oh, that guy's shaking. Before he gets the chance to unshake, he's gonna blast him. Okay, he takes that guy out. And that's his turn. And now the last guy watch you walk away. And instead, he's going to run up to Captain N, who's actually made of flesh, and try to bite him. He goes, no offense to your friend, but you look more tasty. And he's like, thanks? Not sure if that's a compliment or should be worried. Motherfucker, how come they're getting all the Jokers, Necro?
I don't know.
There's like the 4th fucking Joker the bad guys got.
And you don't even have 4 Jokers in, do you? You only got the 2 right now, don't you?
I know. And I'm hitting shuffle when it goes through, but yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Apparently. And now it's the Night Haunt, and it's her turn. She got a bet, and he goes, oh, yeah. And let's see what she can do. She just, comes up and wild attacks our boy. So a 3 plus 4 is a 7. That'd be a hit. And then I gotta put in, and she just basically has a short sword equivalent, so 2d6 plus 4, 8 damage.
That's a shaking.
And no, that's not on you. That's on the squishy guy.
No, yeah, I know. Captain in. You got toughness for 7.
So he is shaken, and that's her turn. And now it moves on to Captain N, who doesn't unshake. He's gonna spend one of his bennies to unshake.
He got spirit plus 4. He just unshook. Look.
Oh, Captain. Okay, so he unshook. He turns and he blasts the shit out of her. Technically, his power points aren't going down. It's like 1 or 2 every time I do it, but Okay, 1. So it should be going down.
Yeah, faster guns does not automatically reduce your power points.
Okay, so I have to use PowerPoints. So I'm going to be at 10. And then I'm going to use that. And that's a miss, which is another 3.
Yeah.
But no, I'm using the 3d6 big boy blaster instead of the normal one on her because she's a wild card. So I'm going to redo that roll. And 7. And now she's going to eat.
Nice.
Okay, and Camilla, your boy's being flanked. What do you want to do about it?
There we go. Got it.
That's a hit with a raise.
16.
Okay, that's 3 wounds, and she's down. No, she's incapped. All right, but she gets to stay in the turn order in case she gets to do a recap later. And now we go to Walking Dead 5. And Walking Dead 5 is like, I'd run away, but being a zombie, I kind of have to fight. And he tries to block Captain N. That's a hit. Armed. Now Captain N got the Joker. Yeah, there's something up with this deck.
Well, I mean, it shovels
Captain
each
N.
time. I mean, maybe just got lucky.
And that could be me, but so Captain N's all like, shoot the whoop! And he does a super bonsai blaster on this guy, and it's gonna be a +2 to hit and damage, so. There's my power. Okay. I haven't got to use my component trick yet. Okay, so he goes shoot the whoop on that guy. That's a hit. And that's a wound. So that guy's dead. I think we have. Okay, now we go down. Delete him. Now, she, being a Herald, and though she's technically in cap, will try to do a final vigor roll just to get the fuck back up.
Okay.
And. Oh god, that's not good. They give her like D4 vigor.
Yeah.
But she's. Okay, so she stands back up. And is no longer in cap, but is at like 3 wounds. And she looks at you and is like, Mercy! Mercy! Can I surrender? And
I can't accept
she's
surrender.
trying to crawl away. Now, she's no longer shaken, but she is literally trying to crawl away from you. If you want to attack of opportunity, you can.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hit with a raise. And that's another 4 wounds. So she's in cap. Now, it is your turn. You know that unless you specifically destroy the brain. She's gonna keep getting back up because she's a hero.
Right.
Because she's incapped and you're standing over her, you can take a Cope to Grace action or a Finishing Moon action to automatically just deal your saw damage to her head.
Okay.
And if you want to do that, I'm not going to say make you roll because it's a buzzsaw to the head. There's no way she's going to survive that because it's like whatever the buzzsaw is +4 automatic. So if you say you do that, then her brains are splattered and the hero is gone.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do that.
Okay. Combat is technically over. Now this area is in a town. It's been abandoned. So you can search here for scrounging like you originally planned.
Okay.
It is a 0 for the size of the town, a -2 because it's been picked over before. So we notice -2. And if you get a raise, you get something special.
Okay. Got 4.
That's with the -2.
No, it'd be a 2. You know,
Oh, then you get nothing.
I can actually betting script.
Go for it. Now, a success means you get a D6 in widgets, while a raise means you get a D6 and I draw on the deck and you get a special thing above, like equipment, ammo, whatever. Now, this girl does have a North American sidearm. If you want to take that to sell later, and it does have like a half full clip.
Okay.
She does not carry extra ammo because these guys are dead and they're basically running out of everything. They didn't bother reloading or thinking anything through. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah, Wonder Boy. Notice. Nine. Oh, I don't have the Joker bonus anymore. I gotta take that off. Anyway, so it's a 7. You know, I'm gonna go for a raise. And we're gonna go notice again. Oh, I got a 9, which was a raise. Never mind. Okay, so what did you get?
I got a 2. I missed.
Okay, so the Scrounge Boy got a D6 and widget. And I gotta take out the deck. He got a Jack of Clubs, which means, according to my official bobbler, where is the... Okay, in the Hell on Earth Reloaded, there is a scouting table we gotta look on. So, home, small field, stuff like that. -2, so that's right. What suit is that, Necron?
What?
The card I pulled, the Jack. It is. Oh, wait, can you even see that?
Not anymore. I could, but not now.
It was a Jack of Clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I got ammo and roll a d6. I can either get a 357 or 44 because I got magnum ammo.
I rolled a 1.
Boo, boo, boo. And you got a 1, which means I got 357 magnum ammo. And now I roll 3d12 to see how much they gave me. So 26, 357 magnum ammo. Now all ammo has a price in the book. Even if your gun can't use it, when you go to a town, you can sell it for junk pretty easy.
Right.
Okay, now whatever shells you spent, you're supposed to like mark the side as brass in case you want to like refill them with your repair roll.
Okay.
If you don't want to count shells, then we'll just say they're part of your miscellaneous money inventory. You pay $1 a repair instead of 50 cents.
Hmm. Probably. Well, it's probably easier just to think of it as a part of the way, just to just buy it that way.
Yeah, because logistic wise, they're almost weightless. Like they're the same weight as the ammo, but like half the worth.
Mm-hmm.
But the brass casings, if you have them, you can refill them, or people buy them for you at half price for all bullets. But that kind of weighs down the game. But it's one of the things I had problems with when I ran it. So I told Bruce he could just like, if he had time with science, he could just recast the bullets. In the real world, you're not supposed to be able to do that. We're casting a bullet, even if you have the casings and the supplies, takes like a forge or a shop.
Mm.
But we have, you know, weird science and other crap, so I kind of hand waved it. Okay, now for the next part. Congratulations. So you go to the tunnel, and with her dead, she's like, ah, and all the Walking Dead gone. Um, oh, she also has a palm coder, which, if you want to take, is a recording device like you have
Mm-hmm.
that does recording and digital stuff. And you should probably take that, even if you don't plan on using it. You could, like, it's always good to have a second palm quarter for recording and taking pictures.
Got it.
And if you don't like it, because you have to give this palm quarter your back to the guy for review. You don't get to keep it.
Right on.
So it's like a digital camera slash iPad. It's made for interfacing with bigger devices, so it's not like a computer. It's more like a not even a tablet. I'd say like one of those, I guess, tablets or e-readers, but
Mm-hmm.
has cameras on it. It would be a smartphone if they had phone service. Okay, so now we go to the Tunnel of Hate. Yeah. When posse make it to the opening of the mountainside, they can see a dull gleam of a tunneler. The strange vehicle pokes out of the flank of the mountains like the head of a spear thrust through a man's chest. Its nose is composed of huge grinding surfaces which gleam dully in the sunlight. Along the flanks of the huge cylinder, which measures 100 feet in diameter, are large tank-like tracks designed to drag it through the Earth's crust. The tunneler was far enough from ground zero that's intact, although some of its more delicate systems were knocked offline. The tunnel consists of 4 levels, which are mostly open spaces for hauling combine equipment, with large vehicle ramps that descend to the bottom level where the entrance door is located. The massive engines take up the rear third of the vehicle. The control room sits at the front of door of the highest level. Once Bright and her minions have been dealt with, it's easy enough for the heroes to get video after they were sent after. So yeah, you can film the tunneler,
Okay.
actually go inside, look around. The systems are knocked offline, but if someone with a toolkit and knowing what to do and some components might be able to bring it back up. Um, and you can bring that to them because you don't. I'm not sure if you don't want to wreck it. You want to give them the video and let them see it because they might want to capture it or they might want to destroy it depending on the resources they have.
Okay.
So Kevin's like, "Wow, hey Camille,
Yes.
we're living in a video game, right? Who has the higher score right now?"
I don't know.
I mean, you took down what, 4 zombies, and I took down for it.
Mm-hmm.
I took down more zombies, but you took down the boss,
Mm.
and you took down more raiders. So, I mean, if you factor in the fact you took down the boss, I think you're on the high score, and I'm in second.
Right on.
But I'll catch up to you.
Yeah.
All right, and so on the way home, I'm going to skip another encounter. You burned a chunk of your fuel, so there's like 20 miles up, 20 miles back. Now they do sell spook juice in there
Okay.
because they're like one of the places that make it. But we'll have to talk about that afterwards. Wow.
Okay.
1 second, I guess. Grab a sip of water here. I'm drying out. Necron, was it everything you thought it'd be?
Oh, I'm having fun.
All
Oh
the
yeah.
meticulous looting?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just think you like being a combat cyborg.
Hmm.
Ah, my back. When the heroes return to Junkyard with video of the tunneler, they are held at the gates until Ike Taylor can be summoned. He arrives, takes the palm car, looks at the footage. Thoroughly, he and Swartz then ask numerous questions. What's the machine's state? Whether or not it's likely to be operable, yada yada. And then he's like, alright, we're gonna review the data. Just chill here for a couple days, and then we can take you inside and do the whole citizenship thing.
Okay.
Now, you asked him for what? We got $100 ahead.
Yeah.
He pays that up front while you're waiting because he doesn't want to leave you hanging on the money. He does that pisses people off. But it will take him a couple days to review the data and then clear your papers.
Okay.
So you just chill or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now that is the end of the first adventure. The start of the next adventure is sometimes not too long after completing Logan on one of Taylor's messengers approaches the hero, summoning them to meeting the Iron Alliance again. After a brief congratulatory period, there's a success. Are we going to stop here and save it for next week, or it's already 10?
Yeah, we can.
Because, well, it's up to you, because the first thing wasn't a real mission, it was just to get everyone together. The second part is where the game kind of officially starts.
Okay. I'm going for. I'm going for a little bit longer.
Alright, I'm going to take a drink.
Yeah. If you want to take a break. Go ahead.
Actually, I think I'm going to stop here, but
Okay.
before we go any further, I'm going to say you are now a citizen, and then he's going to offer you a job where he can get you an apartment or electricity. And because just because you can go in and out of the town doesn't mean you automatically got a house. So,
Right. Right.
and his offer is, I want you to be my troubleshooter, go shoot trouble for me. And if you accept, he'll give you a room with electricity and if you want, you can also talk him up to try to get like a stipend of so many dollars per month.
Okay.
Now, while you're in here, you have full access to Junk's market. So if you want to buy something, you can roll with a +2 on networking persuasion to see if they have it.
Okay.
And if they do, you can buy it.
All right.
Now, the more rare something is, the bigger the penalty is to find it. So, yeah.
Well, I'd like to get a flamethrower if I can. So. Ooh.
Okay,
That's even with the -2.
what'd you get?
A 12.
Okay. Now let me go to the caveats. The flamethrower, if you're using the personal one from the book, you can, but everything runs on spook juice.
Mm-hmm.
The oil crisis of 1979 made people realize they don't want to depend on foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of doing that, they decided to distill Ghost Rock into a gasoline. And that's why all the cars and all the things are running on spook juice. It still screams when you burn, but they do put in mufflers and all the equipment so you don't hear it as much.
Okay.
Now the thing is, this spook juice flamethrowers do count as magical. If you're fighting a ghost or something or that can only be hurt by magic, the fire will hurt them.
Oh, okay, right on.
But also it is ghost rock, so if you do get a nat flavor, nat 1, or crit fail, it will blow up. Anything with ghost rock in it or doing with ghost rock, whenever you get a crit fail, blows up. So it's basically the same flamethrower you get in Deadlands.
Yeah, okay.
So you can either go look at that and just use those rules, or I guess pull the things from the core book. But yeah, you can buy spook juice for $15 a gallon, and that's usually used for cars. But you can put the same thing in your flamethrower to charge it up. I don't know how much the price of a flamethrower is, but I mean, for you, they'll willingly cut you. How much money you have?
The 105 witches, because I just grabbed the shield and then the gun.
Now, you do have all those rifles you picked up from the Raiders, right?
Yes, the AK-47.
Yeah, if you give them all the rifles and the side gun
Okay.
and the magnum bullets you picked up that you don't really have a use for, they'll just give you the flamethrower and a full tank of spook juice.
Right on.
They'll just barter it because you got such a good networking role and you're actually working for them. It's like, yeah, if this guy wants something, we'll work with him. Alright, now Captain N, being a geek, is going to get, he keeps the palm quarter and reads that librarian's journal. Because librarians got, like, super palm quarters, which have a lot of stuff, information on them. Yeah. Alright. And I think I'm going to call it here, not because I don't want any more of your company, but because I'm looking at this, I think I'm going to have to sit there for a day and prep all the maps and all the NPCs beforehand.
Okay.
Because it's not an off-the-cuff thing.
Right on.
Now, anything you want?
That I can think about.
Oh, Wednesday, that guy was talking about joining us on Wednesday. Are we playing this on Wednesday, or are we doing something else?
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen, dude.
I know it's a Kim thing. I'm just checking if he's being a Kim thing or not.
He's probably being a Kim thing, because he's never
okay, so it's a Kim thing. He says he wants to play, and he's trying to be polite, but he just want to say, I don't want to play a game. Mm-hmm. I'll say I'll hang out with you on Wednesday. Leave me alone, dude. I'm like, that's the day I'm busy. I'm sorry, but he's trying to be polite. Give me a polite. No, I understand.
Right.
My autism didn't pick it up at first, but yeah.
And if he does, cool. I'd be really surprised, but
I mean, we're busy on Wednesday. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. And we got Star Wars.
It's like Drake and Star Wars at 9.
Yep.
Or 8. It's like the